Hello, football fans. Week 7 was an insane week, a very insane week. First, well, I have to start with the Patriots Bears game. It was just amazing. It was drama that shouldn't have been. The Patriots should have blown out the Bears. Be a good team, would have, but they managed to survive. And of course, we have to talk about that Hail Mary attempt. I knew Trubisky was going to go for it. They were down by a touchdown. They could force overtime. And I couldn't believe it was caught. Oh my God, it was caught. But the tackled 1 yard short, as the late great Don Adams would say, missed it by that much. And unbelievable. They beat the Bears by 1 yard. That's what happened. That's what happened. They beat the Bears by 1 yard, which shows how faulty the Patriots are. They're just supposed to blow out a team like Chicago. But they beat the Bears by literally 1 yard, and it's been drawing comparisons to Super Bowl 34 when Kevin Dyson was reaching for that 1 yard. Oh, I got it, almost got it. But yeah. So the Bears lost, but the Vikings won. So instead of the Bears being in first place in the division, it's Minnesota. So that's nauseating. It's nauseating what's going on in the World Series. That's another story. Anyway, um, the Rams are still undefeated. Beat down They beat down the 49ers, and who hasn't? It's been a terrible year for the 49ers. They lost their quarterback, and now they've gone to pot. But yeah, the Rams are still undefeated, but they have the Packers next. That is the heavyweight fight. That is the NFC Championship preview. These two teams are going to meet again in late January for the NFC. Because let's face it, there's only one team in the National Football Conference that's actually good enough to beat the undefeated Rams, and that's the Green Bay Packers, because we have the greatest quarterback in the league in the last quarter century. So we'll see what happens on Sunday. But speaking of LA, how about the Chargers? 5-2. It looks like they're primed for the playoffs. Speaking of Chargers got that win. The Chargers got that win in England against the Titans. Why? Because after scored a touchdown, Vrabel, in his infinite wisdom, decided to go for two. Because what? Because what the hell, right? They missed the two, but defensive penalty gives them another chance. Now they could have kicked that exploit there, but he decides, what the hell? Let's go all in again, and they miss it. What the hell was he thinking? Don't you think those British fans wanted overtime? A game in England actually did go to overtime 2 years ago. It actually ended a tie, but I think those Brits wanted more American football, and Vrabel's stupidity took it away. And Jacksonville fell off again. They keep falling, and they lost to Houston. So Houston is leading that very shaky AFC South 4-3. Speaking of crazy, speaking of crazy teams in first place, the Steelers, who were off in Week 7, managed to move into first place when Baltimore lost and Cincinnati got killed. And speaking of Baltimore, do you believe in miracles? Justin Tucker actually missed an extra point. My mind is blown, and obviously so was his. We were all shocked. Here's a guy who had never missed an extra point in his whole career, and he was the only one left that had never missed an extra point since the NFL moved him back 10 yards. But he actually missed an extra point. Before Sunday used to be the only things that were certain were debt, taxes, and Justin Tucker making an extra point. Now we don't know anything. So with that, Pittsburgh at 3-2-1, they're in first place, and they have the Browns next week. That's going to be interesting. Poor Browns. How about Cleveland in overtime again? And they fall short in a game they really should have won because Tampa Bay was giving it to them on a silver platter. They gave Cleveland all sorts of rope, and in the end, they hung poor Baker Mayfield with it. That's They played 4 overtimes already. They played 4 overtimes already. They played 7 games this year. 4 games with overtime. They won 1, lost 2, and tied 1. So I don't know what the Browns are trying to pull, but at least they're making history on a bit of a funny note, and not funny ridicule, but funny strange. But of course, the Monday Nighter pretty much signified the end of the Giants. John Mara, well, the first thing he needs to do is apologize to Odell, because Odell Beckham is definitely not the problem. I don't know why he threw the NFC's best receiver under the bus like that. He's not. He is definitely not the problem. Their coaching and play calling is the problem. Seriously, why, when you need 11 points badly and quickly, why would you go for a quarterback sneak not once but twice, knowing good and damn well that kills the clock? That clock was running, and yet they went for a quarterback sneak twice. What in the hell were they thinking? By the time they were set, Eli set the throw. There was under 15 seconds left. He throws this touchdown to Odell Beckham, and thank God he did, because fantasy wise, that touchdown, I needed Odell to do a lot. I was down by about 17 points, so I needed him to do a lot, and I was down by 3.74 points with time running out. And I was afraid Odell wasn't going to get the ball again, but he gets the touchdown that puts me over. I actually won my fantasy game. I'm 5-1. I've won 5 straight. Um, but and they didn't even try an onside kick, which baffles me. I mean, I get there with like a few seconds left, but they could have tried it. They could have been in field goal range had they got it. You know, it's like the Giants just give up. I don't know what's wrong with them, but it's good for Atlanta. They won 2 straight after starting 1-4. They're still the odd team out in the NFC South. This is a team that went to the Super Bowl 2 years ago, so that's very troubling for them. And of course, the NFC East is insane. Washington may end up winning that division pretty much by default, because Dallas is shaky and Philadelphia, it's not just a Super Bowl hangover anymore. That team has a lot of problems. Anytime you blow a 17-point lead in 11 minutes, even Atlanta isn't that faulty. But yeah, so something's wrong with Philly. There's something terrible going on in Philly. But other than the Flyers mascot. But yeah. So arguably we're almost at the midway point of the season. But that's week 7. Week 8 starts. Well, it's officially midnight here. It's officially at the 1 a.m. on the East Coast. Here in the West Coast, I mean, a little bit late with this, but so it's officially Thursday. So week 7 will actually begin in about 16 hours, and it will start with Miami and Houston. That should be interesting because Miami and Houston, those are 2 teams. These are 2 teams who would think by now would be dead in the water, but they're actually thinking in the races they actually have a shot. Miami's only 1 game behind New England, and Houston's actually in first place. So who knows what can happen. Pittsburgh will be back in action, but Le'Veon won't be back because all that talk about him showing up during the bye week, that was a lie. So Pittsburgh will be in action against the Browns. Like I said, the game of the week, the real main event, Packers-Rams in L.A. We're going to beat L.A. We're going to beat L.A. and finally the Packers will get some damn respect. The Sunday night game is Saints-Vikings, a rematch of the divisional playoff that ended with the Saints defense falling asleep and letting the Vikings win with that touchdown. Minneapolis Miracle. The Monday game is Patriots-Bills, so watch something else because that game's going to be over in the first quarter. So with that, I say have fun enjoying this football season, and my next video will depend. It could depend on how things go, but I could end up reviewing the World Series earlier than I thought. So, the World Series review could come. The World Series review could come before the Week 8 review. That's how faulty it's kind of getting. So until then.